girls, there are pumpkins everywhere. So that can only mean one thing. Welcome to my 2024 Fall Decorate With Me. So I feel like it's hard to pick whether it's Fall Decorate With Me, Holiday Decorate With Me, Fall Bake With Me, Holiday Bake With Me. But when we start getting into the season and we do these decorating and baking videos, they are truly some of my absolute favorite videos to film, and from the response from all of you in the community, it's some of your favorite videos to watch. So I am so excited because currently our house is very green, it's very crisp, it's very bright, but we are about to make it extra cozy today with all of these beautiful autumnal decorations and pumpkins that are everywhere. We are going to transform this place into a cozy autumn oasis. But before we get to decorating, we need to make a protein coffee, but make it fall. Let's get started by taking down all of the very, very bright, crisp green decor behind me, pulling that off, dusting a little bit, and then replacing it with all of our beautiful and cozy autumn decor. Might be for day 2 for the kids' rooms. I let them do like a fall craft every year, and then we keep the crafts and we use it as the decor in their bedrooms, and we go like a little bit more fun and cutesy in their rooms. So I'm not sure if I'll have time to do all of that today. If not, we'll split it up into 2 days and we'll decorate their rooms super easy, super simple, as easy can get, but we might end up having to do that one tomorrow. So that's what these are for. out these dried florals and even the decor, I had a moment where I was like, oh my gosh, I need to run to the store. I need to run over to Pottery Barn really quick at our little outdoor mall and grab some stuff because it's looking identical to last year's Fall Decorate With Me and kind of the year before, but definitely similar to last year. And I thought, this is the beauty, in my humble opinion, the beauty in acquiring things and using them over and over throughout the years. Like, I remember growing up, I was born in the early 80s. Like, I remember growing up, the same Christmas decorations, like the same doily that was laid down, the same Halloween decorations. And one, it was so nostalgic. And two, like this need to, it's because of what's happening right now. Like, I'm holding a camera in my hand, and on the other side of that camera, there's people, there's a platform, it's YouTube. And most of the girls that post these decorate videos, I mean, it's over the top and I love their content. It's so beautiful. But I'm more minimalistic. I always say I'm not a minimalist, but I'm more minimalistic and I like to keep it clean and modern and cozy and all of those things. But there's definitely a pressure to go bigger and better because, like, why would anybody come back for the next year's Decorate With Me, right? Like, what's innovative about it? But we made it innovative. We have our protein coffee. That it's more than the materialistic things, right? And we all know that. But I was having this moment of like, oh my gosh, as I was taking these little ones out, I was like, this is my third year. I have used these little dried florals in this exact vase on that shelf up there. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I gotta be innovative. But I really think there's something to using your decor over and over again. One, it makes this process so much less stressful because I know where I like things. I know from last season and the season before, I loved the way the house is decorated. So it definitely doesn't make it as stressful. And two, like, we don't need to constantly be buying new things. Like, these stems here have patinaed and some of them have broken off here on the sides, but I do my best to take care of my dried florals. These ones are from a floral. A lot of them are from a floral. This one, actually, I think this one was from Hobby Lobby. 3 years strong, coming from Hobby Lobby, which means it was 50% off. But this was, I'm almost certain, from a floral or Pottery Barn. I will look. But I do my best to really take care of my things. Sure, there's a few places where the berries have broken off and it's a much different color because it has patinaed over the years. But I kind of like that. Like, I kind of think that's the beauty of creating a home and these memories for me and my family and my children and our guests. Like, I love you girls and you truly are my family. Like, I think about you 24/7, literally 24/7 when I'm thinking about content and new recipes. I'm constantly thinking about showing up as my best self and providing the most authentic, amazing content. I love you girls, but I'm here to make the memories for my family. And so I don't need to run out to Pottery Barn right now. I don't need to do a huge order from a floral because it's the same as last year, because we're best of friends. And I hope that you can appreciate that about me and my content, that I do wear the same clothes. Actually, I'm in a new outfit today and I was in a new outfit last week, but you see me wearing the same clothes over and over again. I love to buy things that make me feel good and then I love to take care of them. Like, even my little Uniqlo shirts or H&M shirts, I treat them like it's cashmere, like this Laura Piana. I treat it like it is the highest quality of clothing because I like to take care of my things and use them over and over because I don't like to have a lot of stuff. That gives me stress and anxiety. So anywho, that was my random tangent and my rant, all based off of these little Hobby Lobby dried florals that I'm using for the third year in a row. And I hope you girls don't care. If anything, I hope that you find this to be inspiring, that like, we can use the same things over and over. We don't need to go out to Target every year and buy brand new fall decor. I haven't bought new fall decor in 2 years. So like, we don't need to do it. Like, we can use what we have, especially if we love it. And then sure, if you do need a few new pieces, like I was looking at these pumpkins and I'm like, oh my gosh, these are from our old house. So these are like 4 or 5 years old. I don't even think they make these anymore. They were from Target. I was like, gosh, I really could use like 4 or 5 more of these. So if I do see these at Target, in the similar kind of like style and finish, I would pick up 4 or 5 more. But that's the beauty of a collection. And I think back to like growing up, like my mom would get these little porcelain trees for Christmas, and she would buy one new one every year. And it was like, I vividly remember in like the late 80s, like it was like 8 or 89 because it had the year etched on it. And then there was like a 90 and a 91. And I remember them being like displayed in our house. And I think that's part of the beauty of decorating for these seasons is, one, the tradition, two, bringing in those elements that make it traditional, and then acquiring what we need and not just purchasing because we feel the pressure to do something different or to keep up with whatever we see. Even this, right? Like to even keep up with maybe the 5 pumpkins I have here, right? Like we can use what we have, and we don't need to go out and buy more every single year. I always feel like the fall is such a beautiful time to really check in with our hormone health. And as a functional nutritionist and as somebody who specializes in women's hormone health, I think it's a really beautiful time to recognize how we can use the change of season to nurture our body and nourish our hormones. And just like the seasons are shifting and changing and the days are getting shorter, I like to use this opportunity to get to bed a little bit earlier and also to shift my supplement routine. I shared with you girls 2 videos ago how I have been trying the Biooptimizer's Cycle Care over the last few months and how I have been absolutely loving this product. Because here's the beautiful thing about using a supplement like Cycle Care. Uses these beautiful blend of Chinese herbs. What this does is it works at a deep cellular level to work cohesively with our body and our endocrine system, rather than just masking our symptoms or covering up our symptoms, covering up bloating, working through pain, and just acknowledging these as something that has to be, when in actuality, when we can nourish our body and nourish our endocrine system, we can actually really lean into the beauty of our changing cycle. So I have been using Cycle Care for the last 3 months, and I'm now recommending it on a near daily basis inside of my practice because it does use this beautiful blend of Chinese herbs. And in doing so, that creates hormone harmony, not only in our nervous system, our endocrine system, but our immune system as well. So synergistically, when we can bring a blend like this into our routine, it's a really beautiful way to not only embrace the shift in seasons, whether it be outside or within our bodies, but also to really care for our cycle versus it being something that we dread on a monthly basis. So I will have a link for you in the description box down below, as well as the first pinned comment. cruising, girls. We are cruising. And so we're gonna move up to the kids' rooms. I put these beautiful little houses that light up, so I need to switch out the batteries, which I'm hoping we have the right batteries. I don't know if we do. I put one of each of these little houses up in the kids' room and they light up, which is like the coziest vibe ever. And because they're kind of like this brassy copper top, I leave it for Christmas too. I hope that what I said when I was changing out the dried florals, I was thinking about it after. I was like, if everybody wants to go out and buy all new home decor every single year, and that's what fills up their cup, then more power to them. But I just know that it's really easy to get caught in this like comparison of like what we see on Instagram. I follow all of the big home accounts because I find it like aspirational and inspirational, but it doesn't make me feel like I have to chase that, right? Like I can look at that, I can appreciate the beauty, but I also don't feel the need to chase that. So when I had that moment for a second, it was like a split second moment. I was like, I have to articulate that on here because everybody feels this, right? Like no one is above, sometimes yearning to want to do things more and bigger and better. Like we all can get stuck in that. So a cozy fall decorate calls for chili. So I'm making one big batch of chili here that's going to have 2 pounds of grass-fed ground beef. But my mom is actually coming down to help babysit Sawyer. My parents don't live close by us. So she's gonna come down and help babysit Sawyer because I have curriculum night tonight and Ronan has soccer practice till like 9 o'clock at night. So it's too late for her to go with the guys over to soccer while I'm at curriculum night. So I'm making my mom a big batch of vegetarian chili because she's been a vegetarian for 20 plus years. So I'm making her a veggie chili with carrots, celery, and beans, and onion and garlic, of course. And then I'll do carrots, celery, onion, beans. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit of pumpkin puree. Stay tuned. Okay, girls, so the magic of decor at night never gets old. I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video. And if you enjoyed this cozy fall decorate with me, you can let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. And now the subscribe button is right on the screen. Give that a click. That way you don't miss a single video. And I hope to see you back here next Thursday.